Yo, what's up, beautiful people? Thank you so much for stopping by to the team brand. If you're new to our channel, do it as we do it. Can you do subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button? Guys, like our videos, guys, by pressing that thumbs up. It's like this. Yeah, press it. Don't forget to comment down. Comments really help. It creates what we call engagement in our video, guys. And share our videos if you can. So today's video, guys, is one of the videos that has taken me really long time to plan. Try to be so real as possible. Try to give you the reality of what I'm facing. So as per the title of our video, and I've written some things down here, is my 10 major struggles in Qatar. My 10 major struggles in Qatar. They may not reach 10 because I try to be realistic as possible, and I want this video to be short so that each and everybody can follow it up. So guys, you may think that it's all roses in Qatar, like these people are having fun, these people are living the best of life. You see the team brand going out, grabbing some burger, going out, taking fancy pictures. Guys, it's not all that you think, guys. It's not that rosy as you think, guys. It's not that paradise as you guys think, because there are very major struggles that I personally experience, and I can relate that thousands of people living in Qatar are experiencing it. So what are these major struggles in Qatar? You may be going through them, or you may not be going through them. This is my personal opinion, guys. So if you have your other struggles that you're going through in Qatar, feel free to share out in the comment section, guys. So my very first number one struggle is the weather. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I hate Qatar weather. I really hate the weather, especially when it's summer. It's so hot. You can plan nothing, guys. You can plan nothing. You can't even go out. So it gives you that moment, or awkward moment, that you have to come from work and sleep, or just stay indoors, be inside. Yeah, like there's nothing else you can do about it, because it's really hot outside there. You feel like you cannot go anywhere. It's really hot. And for those who are not familiar with the kind of hotness I'm talking about, I'm talking of over 45 degrees Celsius during the day. As early as 10 o'clock, it's already at 43 degrees Celsius. In the evening at 5, it's already at 39. It's never going low. It's really hot. So that is my major struggle in Qatar, something that gives me stress. I feel like, oh my god, I miss home. I want to be home. I want to see rain. I want to see that coldness. I want to wear my jumper or something like that, my hoodie. Unfortunately, you cannot do here in Qatar. And I'm not saying that. I'm not criticizing the country. I know there's nothing they can do about it. I know some people will come online and throw tantrums. No, guys, this video is just meant to educate. So for those who are coming here, that is the kind of weather that you are coming here to experience. If you like it, it's okay. If you don't like it, like me, you're free to say. So my second struggle in Qatar is the food, and I'm going to tell you this, guys, for free. Things are now changing. I was surprised you can easily find African delicacies in few restaurants here, but that was not the case when we were coming here in 2018 or 2019 or 2020. Even last year, 2021, it's really hard. It was really hard to find African delicacies. Like, you cannot go to a restaurant and find African food. Mostly here is Asian foods, the chicken curries, the beef curries, if it's mutton curry. It's, unless you just go out and take KFC, burger, all those things. And they're not our foods. For me, I'm come from Kenya. I eat ugali, sukuma wiki. I want to eat omena. I want to eat githeri. I want to eat mokimo. I want to eat that. Unfortunately, you cannot find them here. And it's something that really feels or leaves me in that awkward station of struggling. Of course, for us, somebody like me, I'm fortunate enough I cook by myself. I pity those who eat in the company. Like, I have friends who their company provides them food. Unfortunately, it's just rice, fish, mutton, and all those things. Those are Asian foods. They enjoy. For us, we don't find it enjoyable, guys. Because I talked to my colleagues before I joined the company, they used to be given food by the company. They tell me like it was worse. Some of them would just decide not to eat it. So you will get that you're depending in the restaurant to order some, at least, foods that you can relate with, which is expensive, giving you an extra budget to your wallet, gives you an extra expenditure that you are not planning to. Because that is honestly another struggle that I'm going through in Qatar. Yeah, I may be looking like this, don't worry, so because I've written all these notes down. Number three struggle that I'm going through is the working condition. And I'm going to explain this, guys. The working conditions. Most companies here, you work for 8 hours and 1 hour break. That is 9 hours. Others work for 12 hours. Not, I don't relate with the 12 hours because personally I don't work for 12 hours. I work only for 8 hours, guys. Now this is where it becomes tricky, and working condition goes hand in hand with weather. I go night shift most of the time, so when I come from work, home, sleep, eat. I don't have anywhere to go unless I shoot a video or go to gym sometimes. So you find it like that is your life. Eat, work, sleep, home. Eat, work, sleep, home. Eat, work, sleep, home. And working condition part of it that I pity for those who work for 12 hours. Those who work for 12 hours, I pity without an off day. Now, for me, I can say like I work 9 hours, but mostly I'm on night shift. I struggle with the off day because you have an off day that looks more like no off day. How? You come from work at 8 o'clock in the morning when you left at 11 p.m. in the night. So you find that the only thing you're thinking is to eat and sleep. By the time you wake up, the day is gone. It's night. Where would you go at night? As much as this is a 24-hour economy, you can go out there, but the weather part of it scares you away. You feel like at night what you want is to sleep. Unless if you are that person who clubs and everything, you can go to club or anything, well and good. And the working condition part of it, I pity those people who work in extreme heat condition, like outside, the construction workers and everything. This is for me, I cannot say it's that really a struggle. I raised it because of such kind of people experience that, guys. My number for a struggle, and I think this is something that I really honestly struggle with, is the shared accommodation of most of the companies here. I'm not I'm getting used to it, guys. Nimezoea. Nikitu honestly nimezoea, but I feel like it's something that I really struggle with it. All the accommodation, they are shared. You either found 2 people in the room, or 3 people in the room, or 4 people in the room. To some extent, you find 6 people in other rooms. For example, in my company, we stay 2 in a room. We stay 2 in a room, and the enjoyable part of it, something that I feel okay, at least it complements my struggle. My colleague works different shift than me, so most of the time I'm alone. I will be alone from morning because he works the morning shift, I work night shift. So I will be alone for a lot of hours before he comes back. He's a friendly. I'm not saying that I struggle staying with him, no, but I feel like I should have more privacy of my own, and I feel like at least I pity those who stay like 6 or 7 in a room, and you get like some horrible experiences staying or living with people. There are some people who are introverts. You find it so hard, but all in all, we came here to look for money or to work, and that is it, and that is life. My number 5 a struggle is the finances. The finances. Most of us moved here young. I've had some people with that experience too. You come here, maybe you didn't have a bank account. Some of them don't know even how to exchange money to their currency home. They struggle with that. They don't know. Some countries are not flexible. Like us in Kenya, you can easily change your money from Qatar Riyal to Kenyan shillings and send to M-Pesa, send to your bank. Very easy. For that, it's not a struggle. But it comes like if you want to save locally here in Qatar, Qatar is not a country that you can walk into the bank and open a bank account without your profession reaching a certain status. Mostly managers, they say like that. Or a status that you're paid 5,000 Qatar Riyal and above. So it's become so hard because you have to have at least 10,000 Riyal in your bank account or in your pocket or in your savings so that you can be allowed to open a bank account. So most of us get paid using a pay card. I wish I had it near here. It's here. The pay card only allows you to withdraw the money. You cannot and buy something. You cannot buy online, but in the shops here you can buy goods with it. So it becomes so tricky when it comes to savings. For those who don't want to save in their home accounts, for those who want to save local here, it's something that really personally I struggle with. I feel like if we had it possible that we can open a bank account here and get to save our money locally here, it would be a bit more easy, so that also it can allow us have loans or something like that. Because if you want to handle a major project, you need a loan, of course, or you need some good financial background. So this will force you to get a loan or something. So this is something that I struggle here with. I feel like Some of the other countries have tried to research, you can get loans from the government so long as you're working. Even those people work in the government, it becomes so tricky. Becomes so tricky. Malik told me for those people working in the government, it's easy because you can take a loans up to some time, but still it's a challenge because we uh, we operate here using pay cards only. And I've told you, you cannot save in that pay card. It's more like a sub account for your company. You cannot save in that pay card. So finances, it's really a struggle. Another thing that I struggle with here in Qatar is life anxiety. I'm going to explain this, guys, in a minute. Let me take water. I love drinking water. Who enjoys drinking water like me? I have to have water at least every minute with me because I really enjoy drinking water. Guys, life anxiety is my another struggle here in Qatar. You feel like there's a lot you're missing in life, and this is more especially with the youth like me. If you're a youth like me, maybe below 30 years or 35 years, you can relate to what I'm saying. As much as you have a job, you have a salary, you have a place to stay, you feel like still you miss home, you miss your friends, you miss your childhood, you miss your life, you miss those things that you used to do. You find here, as I have explained earlier, the life here is from work, you sleep, you eat, again, go back to work. You feel like you're missing a lot of, not necessarily enjoyment, but the real life outside there. Another thing, guys, is that you feel like there's a lot you plan to do, but unfortunately you have not done it, you have not achieved it. You wanted to build for your mother or father. You feel like the money here is not little, it's not enough. You feel like you've not saved enough. You feel like your money has gone without you realizing, like, what have you done with the money. You feel like there are things that you are planning to have by this year, you have not achieved them. You feel like your mates are making steps, they're starting families, you have not even started a relationship. You feel like things are moving, you are just stuck in one place with your salary and your money, guys. And this is where I feel like I should start more of a show to talk of my personal struggle and my personal experiences so that we can get to learn about a lot with each other, guys. So I struggle personally over life anxiety. I feel like I'm just stuck in one place and life is moving ahead of me so fast. You feel like your mates are getting married or others are engaged. People are living a life and you're here working, sleeping, going out of work and doing crazy things. For us, I think it's so different with the Asians and everything because I feel like for them it's easy. You find like your whole community, your mates, everybody's here. It's like your home. You can visit your brother, you can visit your sister. They are all here. Even your dad is here, your mom is here. It's so different for them. But for us, for example, African, we are just a bunch. We are less than 50,000, I guess. For example, Kenyans. You feel like for you to find your mate here is almost impossible, or to find your homemate, somebody you can relate with, somebody you can talk to, it's really almost impossible. And for those people who are introverts, you are just alone. So that is another struggle that I'm passing through. And if you want me to open a new or a whole conversation about that, guys, we are going to do it if you really want that. Another thing is loneliness. Hello, I'm alone in this room. And this is how for the last 2 years I've been to. Like, you're just alone. Not that there's no people, guys. It's that people are either at work, others are either sleeping. So you're alone. Alone. Loneliness comes with depression. You feel depressed, you feel stressed, unakuwa na anxiety attacks, you're just there. For those people who don't have a hobby, you get there chatting, watching, sleeping. That is the life here in Doha. That is the life. Unless you walk out. For me, I do content, so most of the time I can go outside there and shoot content and meet people. I pity those people who sleep. Some of my colleagues are just from work you sleep. That is another thing sometimes I will experience. Sometimes when I'm not shooting, maybe I'm on break. That is the life. You are alone. You eat, you sleep, you shower. You're just alone. That is the loneliness in Qatar part of it, guys. And yeah, I don't want to talk much about it because it's the reality here. People can relate with me unless you're not honest. Another thing that I suffer most is the medical attention. Guys, I don't know how this will be reacted, but for those who are in my shoes, Qatar is well advanced in everything. You have hospitals, they are free, you get treated free. Those are all the fancy things about it. However, the most negative part of it is the struggle for this medical attention. At the end of it, you're going to be treated, but when you go to those hospitals, honestly, the queue is long. The queue is long. They've passed 2 or 3 times I've gone to the hospital. You find out that the queue is so long. You can wait for 5 hours, for 6 hours. I don't know if it's different for girls because the ladies get treated in a different hospital, and it's different if you go to a private hospital. And the unfortunate part of it, the private hospitals are too expensive. You may not afford it, every time. So if you go to the private, to the public one, it's going to cost you very little, 2 or 3 real at most. But you feel out like you wait a lot. You wait a lot. You can sit there 5 hours waiting, 6 hours to be treated, 3 hours to be done. It's really time consuming. I remember one day I went there at 9 in the morning, nearly do the 6 in the evening. Because of the line, everything is all labor, all sorts of people, they come there. And I don't know why it's really slow. I feel like it's so sensitive. I don't want to get myself in trouble. That is the reality part of it, guys. It's a struggle here. So guys, if you want me to talk about more of the things, such contents, guys, so feel free to say something down in the comment section, guys, and I'm going to work on it so that we can have fun. So thank you so much, guys. See you in our next video.